Of bugs is Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support that y'all have been constantly giving me. It is truly, truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me. Even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are insightful and just give you a good vibe of uplift that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even fellow empath, they're going through trying times at the moment and just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes or even spiritual guidances, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on social media favorites wherever you see fit. As always, thank you so much for the love and support. It is greatly appreciated, and I hope that you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the meditation I'm listening to is called by Jason Stevenson. It's called Manifest Miracles, Attraction 432 Hertz, Balance Chakra While Sleeping. And the video I'm guided to do today is like Twin Flame 101. Heyokas. Wait wasn't punishment, it was preparation. I seen that. I forgot where I seen that from. I think it was Everything Aligns, because a lot of times when I'm looking through different posts or I have a discussion amongst myself, certain things will hit. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna use that, that phrase as content information on a video. And it's true, a lot of times, we work so hard on our manifestations, and it's just like right now with everything that is going in deep and heavy transition, it can bring up vibrations of impatience, feeling like you got to have stuff like yesterday, getting frustrated, your emotions are all over the place, and it's just a lot of times we get aggravated because we feel like people have probably stepped in and sabotaged our what we're meant to have. Or there may have been something that you may have gave insight on, something that has not been actually, been, what do I call it, executed for it to be in place. You may have said something, and then the energies of somebody else may have blocked that as well. And a lot of times the universe is trying to tell us, you have to be one with your patience. Like I said, I'm a Taurus. I know I carry the vibrations of, Scorpio. What else is it? Gemini, as well as I think Cancer, and what else? Capricorn. That's a whole hot mess. That is a whole hot mess. No, Leo, that's what it is. And all that together, that is not good. So we can get into that point where we're aggravated because we may be in that that vibration of where we're still in that toxic, not toxic, but karmic cycle that needs to take place. And it just seems like things is coming at you from all different directions, really trying to trigger you, but it's severing that toxic vibration that you have had. And it's just like a lot of times when we don't get our blessings, and yes, it can be very messed up. I know personally offhand how people will go out their damn way to try to block blessings for you, and they're really trying to understand how come their blessings was a touch and go. Or we get mad and we see the enemy that is downright knew what they were doing on trying to sit up there. They made it bold, even though they may be, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. You're just seeing into things. You're just going crazy, or you just getting paranoid. Those would be the things that you hear constantly when you're dealing with different people that don't want to see you happy, that don't want to see you in a better place than what you're in right now. You have to be able to do that. And I tell people all the time, if you are working on something on yourself, that is going to be a very big blessing to you, keep that to yourself. Even with your closest friends, keep that to yourself. And it's not the fact is you're not trusting them, but you have to understand, there could be a lot of people that are around you that your vibrations is very intimidating, and the more you become stronger within your suit of being a Heyoka, that vibration is going to come very intense for some weak-minded individuals. And I'm not saying that is just be able to down somebody, but there's a lot of times that people compare one journey to someone else's journey, or they feel like that person does not deserve that. You need to deserve that. They need to. So you have to be able to just keep that stuff to yourself. Real G's move in silence. They can't stop what they can't see. Left hand don't need to know what the right hand doing. And just allowing yourself to go, because it's just like there's so many different changes in your life. You don't know what to expect, because even though you may be focused on this thing that you're manifesting within your life, all these situations that is come in a direction of you, that's preparation for whatever universe has in store for you. And a lot of times that mess feels like it's never ending, or you thinking you may catch a case, especially if you're one of them people that got choked. And I mean, not short, because I live in the South. Choked tempers. It's just like a lot of times you will be tested a lot. And it just seems like when you went through that Scorpio moon, things got really heavy. You had people that, I know with me, I was ready to scalp somebody. I just didn't care. I'm like, just give me you don't even got to give me a reason. You already undid your reason. But then I had to allow myself to stop getting into those low vibrational frequencies. Stop entertaining that mess, what anybody is doing to you, or what that vibration may be saying to you. People are within their own punishment. It's time for you to heal from yours. And I have to be able to tell myself that. It's not like I'm saying it to you and I'm not thinking about myself. I have to remind myself. And it's just a lot of times we feel like I can't deal with it anymore. Why am I feeling like I'm being constantly punished? Because at the times when you feel like that blessing was ready for you, you weren't ready for that blessing. And this is something that is like a plus for you, because it's just the fact is universe is wanting to make sure you're in direct alignment for what they're about to prepare you for. They want to make sure you're in direct alignment. They want you to stay focused on your healing, focused on your goals, focused on the things that they're, navigating you towards. I just finished doing a meditation video of where I was guided by the source and all them, the ancient ones, to go ahead and open this up, because there's a lot of people that are getting so much heavy downloads and upgrades, and you're purging a lot, releasing a lot, going through an acceptance phase of when you can see everything that was in your life, whether it was a negative or a positive, you can accept what that experience taught you. Yes, it can be very upsetting. Yes, it can be very hard. Trust me, I know. But this is those things that's preparing you, that strengthens you, because it's like when you have gone through the worst of the worst, you're basically healing that enemy that you may have not even known that you had inside. There's a lot of times you can be in an okay vibration, but then it's just like when you're going through these emotional clearings right along with other frequencies that are surrounding you, or your minds are fixated on your burdens or what you're ready to get away from. You have to be able to be prepared for that, because it's just like a lot of times we tell universe, I would do anything to get towards this manifestation that you have brought into my life that is helping me do that. And then a lot of times we go through different situations that is just, we get pissed off about it. I'm that type of person, like I try my best to project positive, but there'll be certain energies that are around me that straight try to clash that. And it's just like when I get to my cool moment, I have to say, when I'm not allowing myself to be deep in my feelings, because I'm that type of person, like you keep pissing me off. You keep pissing me off. Don't trust that inner gangster, because that inner gangster, if I let that heifer go, that is gonna be it. It's gonna be a done-dutta. But I'm not even trying to allow myself to do that. I say I'm not gonna allow something to trigger me. When people are projecting their own issues on you, you have to understand that. And then a lot of times you have to understand that's that vibration you may be holding because you're ready to get away from that. Trust me, I know that too. that you really are ready to allow yourself to do that. But it's just, this is preparing you. It's breaking those cycles. You're going to have different people that want to poke and probe when they see that you're doing something in a benefit of you. You have a lot of people that are very intimidated by your gifts. Trust me. You're going to have somebody, you done created enemies you didn't even know you had. Just because of who you are. You're going to have some people that's clashing with you and is going to act certain ways around you and about you. You're going to have that, but that has nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? But these things are come back at you, and a lot of times it's like, okay, this person is pissing me off. No, you allowed them to piss you off. I'm like, damn, okay, yeah, that's true. No, everything is powerless to you. Everything is coming your way is powerless if you don't allow yourself to give that attention. I mean, there are certain things somebody will say to me, and I say, I can really wreck shop on you right about now, but I'm just going to allow myself to be quiet. I'm going to allow myself to be quiet, because there's a lot of different things that are taking place in your life that will feel like it's heavy upon heavy. And then it's just all these different things that are taking place in your life, because you have to understand, we in this age right now where a lot of things is coming uncovered. And there's a lot of people, instead of wanting to sit up here and face them burdens that they have, they're unleashing on everybody, the ones that ain't even caused those issues in their life. They rather place that on somebody else and key that blame on somebody else instead of accepting their own responsibilities. So you have to understand that while you're working on healing your wounds, there's too many people out there projecting those out. Okay. So it's allowing you to know, have that patience in your life. And I know that I hate that word. That's like a very bad cuss word to me. Or wait. I'm like, look, I'm tired of waiting. I wanted my stuff yesterday. I earned this and I have to deserve it. But you have to allow yourself to know. You have to get in that mindset, and I have to tell myself to woosah. Some young rank cake, I ain't a Buddhist, but I'm gonna be a Buddhist booty today, and do that. You have to be able to control that mind, because your mind could be your best friend. It can be your worst enemy. It can have you to where you are jumping ahead more quicker than you thought you would, or that mess is going to keep you in a situation where it's going to be a lot worse because you didn't allow yourself to disconnect from those things. Because a lot of times when they say karma will place people in your life to purposely piss you off. Karma will purposely stick you in, because it's a feedback. It's a 50-50 situation, because you're that person that had to deal with a lot of different things in your life. So yes, you carry your wounds, and you carry it well at times, and then you're allowing yourself to heal through these things, because you're getting that insight. And that's the blessing about you. You have that hidden gift that can really truly help you throughout that hard time. I have to work on mine every day. I have to work and walk on that every day, and those are the things that is really trying for you, because it's just like these illusions. It just seems like you're in a game, like you're in a soap opera. Like, this mess ain't real, but this is what you needed to go through to break those toxic cycles that you have been connected to for so long. Because it's like, when they bring those toxic people in your life, you have to understand, whatever attracted them to you and you to them is because y'all carry the same traits in some kind of way. Because a lot of times, when you're being an empath, you're always wondering, why do I keep having people that are gravitating towards me that are very feeling like they're broken. They're victim mentality, very toxic. And, we got narcissistic folks. You're probably in a narcissistic family. I am. I had narcissistic traits, and when you're allowing yourself to be honest with the parts of you that is toxic, that's where your strength is starting to really project. And a lot of times we feel some type of way when we can say, I have toxic vibes about me. I do. But I can also allow myself to really sit back and just being able to keep inventory. I was that type of person. I'm going to give you that certain leeway before I haul off and mollywop the hell out of you. I was just that type of person. Now it's just like, I'm not about to waste that energy on you. I'm not going to do that, because sometimes I got to catch my tongue and even hold my hands tight, because there's a lot of times I'm like, ooh, I don't want to be like that. And you're being tested in that way, because the devil will keep disrupting you, but God will send these people to you, and it's just like, you need to learn your boundaries. Be solid in your boundaries. You have to be okay and not holding heavy guilt when you tell somebody no. And if somebody keeps on wanting to keep on stepping over their boundaries, you need to cut that mess off. If you're dealing with one of those situations where you're in a karmic cycle and it just seems like every avenue you have is blocked, and that can be very heavy. And that's the reason why you cannot leave that situation until you allow yourself to disconnect from anything that brought you into that cycle in the first place. Because these are certain things that you have been connected with different past lives before that was it still left a loose end open. And right now you're doing that. There are so many different times where there's people I really truly cared about, and I had to disconnect myself, because it's not the fact is I thought I was better than that person, but I seen a lot of that toxicity that person may have had that I had within me. And it was just like, when I'm going through my stuff, and I was really going through some heavy things in my life where I just really needed to vent about that. But since I'm allowing myself to disconnect from that pain of wanting closure or wanting truth and wanting this, I have to allow myself to stay focused on my spirit. Basically staying focused on my growth, keep making my videos, meditate, show gratitude of attitude, being able to appreciate the little blessings that I have, so more blessings can be open to be received, being able to still do my light work in my life, allowing myself to forgive folks and try to really understand, the punishments they're placing on me, is because they're insecurities of them. You will have different things like that in your life, and sometimes it may feel like that you're not being heard. Life just ain't fair. I'm seeing it. And it's just like you have to be able to allow yourself to stay focused, keep telling yourself. And there's days, like I tell y'all all the time, I don't have positive days, because this month is really a hard month for me. A really hard month, and all these people just dropping like flies, and you are like that conduit, and you're that daggone anchor that feels all when they transition, they got to go through you. So you're feeling the pain, the anguish, the darkness, and the way they viewed the transition on letting you see that, on top of the own issues you had. When I say Lord Jesus, some people are like, oh, Roslynn, that's neat. No, the hell it ain't. I don't ask for stuff like that. I hate that. That is so traumatizing in my life, because the fact is, you will feel whatever that person is going through. When I say I've seen certain things that I wish I can't even unsee, that traumatized the shit out of me. And I notice anybody that is an empath, and especially the ones that are in that limelight, I have to take off a few days before I could even come back, because it does a number on me, just put it that way. But your punishment is not a punishment. And you have to be able to see it that way. There's so many times I got to give myself that self-talk and put myself in a corner like, look, look, you got to understand. You know what? You got to understand you were transitioned to greatness. And a lot of times it's hard to see that when you're going through many battles. You may be going through a loss of a loved one, or you may be going through some things where family and friends start looking like stranger and foes. And nowadays you can't tell the difference between them. But you have to be able to, regardless on what everybody else got going on, you got to choose you first. You got to choose you first. Because at the end of the day, you are only you. You got to be your own best friend. And there's so many different things that are going on where, I used to be that type of person, didn't like being alone. These are different things that's taking place in my life that I felt like I always had to constantly have people around, because I didn't want to acknowledge the gifts that I have, of being able to, the gifts that I had was very heightened at times. So now it's just like when I go through my time of being in my oneness, and yes, it can feel lonely, but this is that time where you don't need outside distractions, because universe wants you to be focused on you. What are the things that you're still holding on to that is being hard for you to be able to accept, to release? What is it that you are not allowing yourself to forgive yourself for, of what other people have done to you? Where are you allowing where's your focus throughout the day? What is your vibrations fixed on that day? Is it fixed on the things that you're trying to bring into your life, things that you want to be able to see yourself as? Are you being fixated on the things that people have done to you, the things that people have really mocked you for? Or you feel like that you haven't got that, what is it, retribution, or whatever that word is, having a V for vendetta, Because you have to understand, people that laugh at you now, baby, there's going to be they're going to cry later. That's all you got to say. Because there's going to be some part in your life where a lot of people going to wish they didn't do you the way they did you. And that's okay. Because through those dark times, you choose to pick who the hell is going to be in the process of your process. You know, people want to be ghosts when your butt got all them dark times. And those are the times when you really, truly see people's intentions for you. Even regardless on how much support you have been in that person's life, it don't matter. Not everybody got the same mindset as you. Not everybody got the same heart as you. So a lot of times it hurts to go through stuff like that. But then you have to allow yourself to know they already impacted your life in some kind of way. There was a lesson that had to be learned between you and them individuals. But as long as you know, if you have been a supportive person, you have been there for that person when they needed you, you know, and you were there when they had nobody else to go to, you know, that's okay. Because it's like a lot of times, some of those type of people that act like that aren't used to somebody real like you. They're used to those people that are just constantly in their life and be adding more drama to it than anything and not supporting them when they need it. And then when they finally got somebody real like you, they didn't know what the hell to do. Because they treated you just like everybody else. And when that daggone day comes, and be like, damn, you're going to be just upset. Because you're in a better place. But those are the things you had to be able to go through to toughen you up and not to be hard, like where you put a wall up, but it's allowing you to be very selective about where your vibration is taken in at. What kind of circle do you keep in? Being able to allow yourself to know no outside validation is not needed. You validate yourself every day. You know, not worrying about what the hell people think, because half of the folks that don't like you don't like themselves. You know, don't worry about that. A lot of time people do. I used to be that person wanting to feel like, oh, you needed to know that or you needed to know this. Now it's just like, it's okay for somebody not knowing everything about you. If it's meant for them to know, they will know. Not by you telling them, but if it's meant for them to know, they will know. So allow yourself to be patient. Yes, it's very hard to be able to do that, especially if you're in a situation where it feels like all hell is broke loose, like you're in the middle of a war zone in your house. A lot of times your house don't even feel like a home anymore. It feels like a damn fortress. They understand that. But those are the times where it's going to either you're going to allow this to succumb you or you're going to allow this to uplift you. You have to make that choice. It's just up to you. You know, there's a lot of different things you're going through and you're going to be tested. Yes, you will. So you have to prepare yourself for that. Expect the unexpected. But it's just like when that smoke clears, you're going to have a different mindset, a different vibration on why you had to go through the things you've gone through. And when you're allowing yourself to see how much you have changed for the better because of those moments of your life that was very hard, you're going to appreciate those burdens that you went through, because it created something that you never thought you could ever be. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. Y'all, I love y'all so much. I'm glad that I can be able to make videos to be able to give you that confirmation you need. I know a lot of us are going through things, and it's sometimes even hard for you to find a way out of a box. I understand that. I truly do. And you may be dealing with a lot of different things that you don't even speak on. You know, I understand it. I get it so well. And that's why I love the purpose that I have. Because it can allow somebody to be that platform to be able to know there's people out there that goes through the same thing as you. You know, it's like all on the same level, dealing with different devils, same scenarios, but different outcomes. You know, it's all the same thing. You got certain things that is really heavy on your heart and your mind. You know, we all have, a lot of us have that issue right now, that you're working hard to overcome these things. You're doing any and everything to allow yourself to be at peace, because that war was already over. You just have to be able to realize that you already won the battle. You have to be able to know that. So I would love to give a post notification out to Tony Mary Burke. Much love to you, and Justin R5676. Tracy Burgess, much love to you as well, sis, and Lion Kingdom, much love to you as well. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop a line. I would love to get a chance for hear from you. Y'all, if that video quality is still messing up, I truly apologize. But like I said, my format, I don't know what's going on, but hey, it is what it is. As long as you're able to get that beautiful vibration I'm sending out to you and that words of wisdom, that's all that really matters. So, I hope you have a blessed, safe weekend. Be responsible for everything you do. Whatever manifestations you are currently working on and futurely working on. Yes, I said futurely. It is a patent. That it comes so much bigger and better than you ever expected, and it comes sooner than you ever predicted it. Even through social distancing, give out love, light, positivity, words, vibe, frequencies. You never know. All those things really take somebody a long way. Now I will see y'all on my next video. Much love to you. Peace.